Okay, I'm going to make a quick video showing the process of reloading. The reason I'm doing this is because it's really hard to get an idea just from reading books, reading articles, and seeing pictures. You really kind of need to see the process going on to kind of fully understand it and really take that last step of encouragement to get into the practice of reloading. I reload pistol ammunition only, and real quick about myself, I'm a certified firearms instructor for the state in which I live. I do teach our concealed carry courses as well as some basic pistol instruction, and of course I obviously shoot and reload on the side as a hobby. So this is just me showing you the process of reloading, and it's mainly for people who don't have that family member, that friend that can show them, and hopefully it'll be informative. So let's get started. Real quick, when you have brass that you want to reload, it's going to go into a reloading press, and it's going to go through probably 4 stages. Some are 3. I like the 4th, and I'll try and explain a little bit about that later. I might not, because that's not the point of this video. But it's going to go through 4 stages. I'm going to show you those 4 stages. Real quick, just in case you're interested, this is a Dillon 550 press. It is one of the more upper scale presses that you can purchase. It does operate differently than some other presses that are on the market, like a turret press. So just kind of know that. Not every press is going to act the way this is, and I'm not going to get into that because that's not the purpose of this video. But this is a non-progressive press. That's an important piece of information. So if you need to know what is a progressive press, what is a non-progressive press, just Google it. You'll find out the information very, very quick. It's not a hard question to answer. So real quick, we're going to take bullet casings, pistol primers, a little bit of gunpowder, and new bullets. We're going to reload some ammunition, okay? It's going to go through 4 stages, and we're going to get this done. Let's go to the first stage. This brass needs to be reshaped. It needs to have its old primer that's been struck by a firing pin and ignited, taken out, and a new primer put in. The first die, the first step, is going to do all that. It's going to resize this into a shape that's going to be able to function in the gun and accept a new bullet. It'll leave a slight little what they call bell on the top, so that when you put your new bullet on it, it'll sit easy until you press it in with the machine, and you'll see that when we get to it. The new primer is going to be at the bottom of this piece of work right here. I'm not going to change the angle of the camera to show you, but I'll explain what's going on. First, here we go. Let's insert this. On the upswing, it's going to enter into that die. You can see the rod right there. This die is going to resize it. That rod is going to punch out the old primer. Then when you bring it down, it's going to seat the new primer in it. That's what I just did. All right. Step 1 is done. Let's go to step 2. It's going to go. This is going to go to the powder drop. The die that it goes into is going to drop a certain amount of powder into your new casing that has a new primer. Depending on what you're reloading and what you want is going to change how much goes in there. We'll go on the upswing. Now this casing has powder in it. I'm going to go to the next step. Now we're going to put our projectile onto our casing. There's a new primer on our casing. There's powder in our casing. Now we're putting a bullet on this casing. And you can see that it just kind of sits there because of that bell that I told you about. Now we're going to go up. It's going to seat that projectile, that bullet. Then the last thing that we're going to go to kind of get rid of that bell that it had a little bit and some other things is a factory crimp. If you don't know what a factory crimp is, again, Google it. You can get that answered. That's not the purpose of this video. And there we have it. We have one new pistol round. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and reload a couple more and just kind of show you the full kind of coolness of this particular press and how it works. I hope this is a helpful video to you. I hope you know it encourages you to get into reloading. Just so you know, let's start over on that. Just so you know, the last time I bought 45 ACP, which is what I'm reloading right now, it was like $28.95 a box. So you're talking about the better half of what is that, 50 cents, over 50 cents, 60 cents or something every time you pull the trigger. Oh, that's crazy. So I had to find a cheaper way to do this. Now I get a free brass, and I'm reloading about $7.50 for every 50 rounds that I shoot. which is a vast, drastic difference. It makes me feel a little bit better every time I shoot. You know, I'm not thinking about that. I can go more often. And, you know, I've met a lot of cool people doing this. And you learn more than just reloading from guys like that. And it's just been a fun thing to do. So make sure you know what you're doing. Just because you watch this video doesn't make you an expert. I'm not responsible for any mishap, any accident that you incur while doing this. I am not a professional reloader or a reloading instructor. So again, read your books, do your due diligence, get all the information you possibly can, make sure you're doing this safe, make sure you're doing it educated, and hopefully make sure you're doing it with someone who's experienced. And maybe you could even find, like in my local area, you can find a course taught on reloading by guys who are certified reloading instructors. So that's kind of cool. So there you go. Just that short amount of time, we explained everything, got some new ammunition, and hope that helped. All right, any questions or concerns, just leave them at the bottom. I'll try and answer them or comment as necessary. Take care.